your motivation when it's getting hard. Train smart, eat smart, rest smart, keep your mind sharp. Main part, no more excuses, fresh start. Deep breath out, don't you dare to lose your heart now.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Reverse Your Mindset with Coach B. Hi, I'm Coach B. I'm coming to you with today podcast about nutrition. I was sitting a bit thinking what I didn't touch, to be honest, in my podcast because fitness, mental health and motivation and general talking about the lifestyle and how simple things may change our life. It's not something to talk in a few episodes or few words. Usually things are more complicated than they usually are, if you get my sense of logic. So that's why I'm coming here with more knowledge to support you and to give you the idea of searching for yourself, because as I usually say, not everything what works for me will work for someone, but I'm hoping that they will give some idea of actually searching for the stuff, not only taking how people say, how it needs to be and what is right for you to do, because only what is right for you to do, it should be you to know this. So I'm sure you know what you're doing. Sometimes people just need extra advice, and here today I would like to talk about the nutrition. I'm a personal trainer, I'm a mother, so I've got like a double responsibility, not only from myself, because I try to of course be the most healthy for yourself, and I'm still trying to figure out the new pattern of eating. That's what I was thinking to come to you today with the nutrition stuff, because I'm in this moment by myself, and when I'm doing the research, not only for people that listens to me, but for myself, I take things personal, so I do attempt to do the better research. I've got so much backup on the situations and on my thoughts. I brought today with me a book that I got somewhere in charity shop, but I have checked and it's on Amazon, of course. And this is from my favorite Human Kinetics. I think if someone is publishing better books, I think it's no better sport book, to be honest, when it's like coming from this kind of publisher like Human Kinetics. I have plenty of books, and they're totally different backgrounds. They're different people, different authors, and they're all super good. They're very using whole the topic. I would say it's just like a bit like my podcast. They're going so much on the topic and giving you so much information. Even by this book is very I think it's like a 30 pages at least of a recommended reading. The book is called Sports Nutrition Guidebook. It's a 3rd edition, and the author is Nancy Clark. It said that like it's over 350,000 copies sold. I've got the 3rd edition, and I've got this sometime already in my little library. It's not that little, but I do attempt to find really good books. And why I'm bringing this book, actually, because it's like a sports nutrition. Of course, we all not people in a sport, right? Not all of us are in a sport, but I do believe if we do the exercises for three times, for example, a week, or we do the yoga, then we walk and we're moving. So we want our body to work in the best way as possible. So natural it will be to start research what is actually good for my body. And many people will push diets that are just maybe not crazy, but I don't know, for someone who likes the meat, for example, or you can see like it's just a BigBoy, and the kids, of course, they need the meat as well. They need to build the muscle, not the fat around. So they need to build the muscle to be stronger and then later, and don't have a problem with them back, which is like the common thing when we turn 30. As you know from my previous podcast, I had a problem with the back, but the problem with the back, it was more the problem in my abs. After my second pregnancy, my abs never came back together. But as much as important to keep ourselves moving, relaxing, massaging, just enjoying the life without pain in our body, not only in our soul, but sometimes, as I said, mindset, wrong mindset can destroy much more than just the positive mindset can do, because positive mindset is building, right? That's why I'm here. That's why I'm in this podcast, and that's why I'm coming there to build you, back up you with your knowledge, by my experience, by the books I have read, and I'm really recommending you the good knowledge and something that I have tested. So talking today about the nutritions, by my own experience, I had a crazy experience with nutritions. My background is like, I've been a sporty person for whole my life. I've been super active. I've been smashing the gym just like this. I was on the top of my nutritions. I was like super motivated by the body, and I know that helps me so much to carry myself through whole my life. This energy that I can get from just doing physical activity and feeling happy with myself, that I'm actually making my body every day better, and every day I'm trying to give myself extra touch to show my body that I love my body. And as much, probably I hate avocados, and we know this is like the best source of vitamins, healthy fats, and is green. So as ages ago, that was the biology lesson when I was still in my secondary school. And I still remember, like, we're talking there about the nutrition, how the body works, how the cells are replaced, how the body can rebuild, and what we're actually doing to ourselves biologically by putting the food in our mouth, and how actually important it is to not only know how to sort out your head when you get frustrated, when you get angry, or when you're overwhelmed, to not put the stress on your body. The same is about the nutritions. And that was the talk that my teacher was just giving us. And what I mostly remember from this moment, when she said, like, everything what is green, the green colors, they're making you just healthy. When you look in a healthy green tree or flower, you will see which one is actually healthy, because you will feel like this tension, and this color is much brighter. And when you're healthy, that's how it looks. If your skin gets gray, if your nails are breaking, if your hair are falling, you need to start to look the most in the nutritions and in your stress level. That's what is really important, to be honest. Nutritions, and what is coming after it is just healthy diet. But we know, like, we like to overreact sometimes, and we feel like, oh my god, in this moment right now I need to put myself together and just go on this diet. It doesn't matter what kind of diet it is, I'm gonna go on it and I'm gonna stick with it. Which, as we know, and as I said, everything in a life is a process. So diet plan, changing the diet plan, is not only that you want to find yourself, for example, as vegetarian, because I don't know, some people like me, I do not like to eat much meat because meat makes me heavy. But it will be the moment, for example, once in a week, that I will eat everything what is with the meat, because I'm lacking or of some vitamins, or then I will get orange juice. I do listen to my body, and I'm so, as I always say, when you have a good connection with your body, this is like all what you need, because your body will tell you, and it will tell you thank you, you know, if you just take care of this, not only your mind, not only your relationships to people, not only your positive mindset, not only your family, but also you and your body, which is important for you. And as much as I was like a very, very explosive person, I would say, very active, and I've never sit in a house, and I didn't even want to sit in a house. I had so many things to do. I just turned in the person that likes to do everything in the house. And this is like, I don't know. I'm still trying to find a way how this switch off, because I always want to be this kind of person that doesn't need to go and just can sit on my bum and do what I need to do in my own time. This was giving me a freedom. And because I was a bit in a different moment of my nutritions, which I want to say, like, they were a bit crazy. As I was still a child, I was really fussy. I've got some things that I like to eat, I don't like to experiment. And many times I extend my borders with jumping to the super diet. Like, one side I decide like I'm gonna move to keto, and I was like, oh, okay, that's, I'm starting eating this. I start to buy the stuff what I'm gonna cook from, because I need to prepare the recipes. I need to, you know, I need to get 100% in it. I need to be exhausted by changing this habit. And that used to be old me. The one day I was sitting with my husband, and I said, like, listen, it will be good for us to eat less meat, to be honest, but I think maybe this vegetarian, because we want to feel lighter. So we're like slowly, you know, cooking vegetarian stuff to get used to, like, I try the new recipes. And then in the meantime, we realize how actually we sorted out whole our family nutritions by going just with the flow, basically. Not when someone you know, we do, I think all have got totally different timetable. So when I will be hungry, someone other might not be hungry, and I've been frustrated. I was in this moment of my life as a mother with this nutritions, that I was like, oh my god, this vegetarian stuff, it cannot go for longer, because Mariana's and Alexander body needs the nutritions to go with the body growth. So this is really important to think how you want to build the body for a little child, or for 11 years old, when the hormones and everything is working. And this is the hard time as well, because you need to show to these kids how their body can change with the right nutrition, which is coming with the right education. So even if I want to stop being an expert in nutritions, then I can see by my experience, like it's really important to keep trying to do different stuff and show kids how to get engaged in the nutrition. But of course, this is not that easy to just take a cooking book and do the recipe, because we all know we're gonna do it. But to set up the right nutritions for the people in a family, and and you need to make it actually real to yourself, because I tie myself so many times to do everything for people, to prepare their meals, show them everything what I could, but then basically I was not getting out from the kitchen, and I was just sitting, writing there my podcasts, writing there my books, and I was just nowhere other. Whole my life was really the kitchen, as I do believe many moms is like this, because we want to give our kids everything what is possible to just make them healthy, make them strong, and make them brain work super fast. This is normal for every mother, and I'm not sure that even you can call it overreacting. I think it's just we care about our kids, and I know my generation cares about kids a lot, because we know that that's our future. Plus, we've got much more knowledge than our parents they used to have. So I'm not feeling much like if I will get to older people that I'm thinking, or younger people, or I will get, for now I think we have like 20 countries, which is like overwhelming me so much, honestly. But if people listening to me, that means they want to change the mindset. I don't think so, like I'm very picky on the topics, because the most important is for me that you know where you're going. Because if you need a little bit of information, for example, this book that I'm talking from, Nancy, I'll call her Nancy. I think Nancy is super cool name. Gets all the informations. I know they're much better than you should expect, and the book is quite thick, because I like the thick books, so it's like 400 pages, but you don't have to read everything in at once. This kind of book, like the kind of guides, I will say like guidebooks. I do love the guidebooks, because they're giving you so much information that of course is not possible to get in at once. And I think I was reading this book the most when something was giving me the idea, oh, how about this? And then I was like going straight away to this book. I was writing from this book plenty of my researches that I have done for my college, which was very much helpful. In this book, in part 1, is everything about eating strategies for high energy. So what the author means by this, and what you can expect from this part 1, what you can know. I know that there's many of recipes that lady is giving. So if someone is so much in a cooking, baking, you will love this book, because it's not only giving you raw information, it's plenty of statistic. You've got a plan for good nutrition. She explained everything about carbohydrates, about proteins, about water intake, about fats, healthy fats, healthy meals plans, about fatigue and stress. There is a certain food that you can use to just get calmer, and I think that would be the good idea, probably with spinach, because it's raising up the iron in the body, which is really important. The same like vitamin D3. I would really recommend folic acid for women any age. I was writing the research about effects of vitamins and minerals prior to the healthy pregnancy and lactation. That was like a few years ago. I did something like this because that was the time when I was pregnant as well, and that was the moment that I start to think more about nutrition as not only as a fuel to live, but fuel to build and fuel to retrieve your body. I don't know that is the right to keep it not even younger. It is a bit, keeping your body younger, because the more you take care of yourself and you growing yourself with the knowledge about your body, about your nutrition, about your fitness, about your mindset, and this is all coming together. So in my opinion, sorting out the nutritions to any time, or even for the family members, many times we said like, oh, you just need to take the vitamins. I think it's very important to go to GP and check your blood. I would recommend at least like twice a year to check it, that everything is fine, that you don't have any lack of the vitamins, but I'm sure you will see any kind of lack of the vitamins, because skin is not the same. Sometimes we've got some kind of allergies on the skin as well. It might be coming from the wrong materials that sometimes we're using, but so it's really important to know actually what your body needs by the vitamins and minerals, knowing roughly what kind of healthy diet prior to yourself will be first suitable for you. So when you're thinking to go on the diet, we always know what we need to cut off. Yes, we know, like chocolate bars, crisps, everything that we're snacking as a habit. We cannot say it in a different way. That's why I made a habit of reading the books, making the podcast, and be productive, because I like to sit, but I like to do something. So for me, it's not a problem. I know I need to eat to fuel my body, and it gets me stronger. I can feel that my body feels better, my body moves better. And that's all what we want from proper nutrition. So I don't know, many people feel low in the mood, which is coming with vitamin 3, the vitamin D3 is really important, especially if it's a weather like a winter time, autumn time. This is the moments like we don't see much sunlight, which is like really important for our skin, giving us this extra boost. And it's many just vegetables, fruits, and list of the food that we're supposed to eat, to just give to ourselves the right nutritions. So also with the part 2 in the book is coming the levels of the body fat, what is healthy for us, because we people we do tend to overdo stuff. I'm talking this in many of my podcasts, and being healthy, it's not only about fitting in some kind of size of clothes or having a six-pack. People that they really want to be healthy, not only show off, and they don't need to show it off, they're just healthy. So people like this, that they know that they're healthy, that everything what they're doing is leading them to a healthy lifestyle, and they don't need to impress anyone, because that's how it is. It's just for you. So that's what I'm saying about taking the diet personal, and taking the diet more close to yourself and to change in a habit. So that's supposed to be a plan that you're making. What, for example, you don't like to eat, don't put in your diet. You don't have to decide now that you're going on the high carbs, low fat, high fat, or any kind of this diet. Of course, it's much easier to go through them, so you will know, sticking to the diet for 3 months, for example, that this is the right for you, and I don't know, your body or your brain feels better on the high fats. But some people, we feel like this on vegetables. I think everything is about the muscle connection and how our body works. I do believe that my choice of food is the best what I can choose for my body. And I'm still, as I said, I'm still in the process now of changing my habits. I used to be on like 2 hours window to eat, because that was like keeping my body running. But now, due to my work, that my work pattern change, my routine change, the things that takes my energy in a different time, I had to swap and basically starts to eat much earlier than this. So I will have now 6 hours window to eat, because this 2 hours was not enough. I couldn't, fuel myself that much. Even sometimes I was thinking like, oh my God, my body doesn't need food and I can go like this. I start to feel very weak with my body. So I decided to add extra meals, to be honest. And I will always like now bake something, cook something, and I will try my best to keep myself and my family healthy. But of course, not everything is going according to the plan, and sometimes we will just get, for example, takeaway or food from somewhere, or we'll snack on something, because I do not have that much time as I used to have when I was only chained to my kitchen, as I'm saying it. And that's what it changed. So you need to remember to be, nice to yourself, and don't push yourself to the limit, because in the end of the day, you want to stick with this because that's what you believe is good for you. So you cannot suffer in the process, because it's not okay on yourself. That's change. It's not gonna be in 1 week or 2, because in the meantime you still can change your mind. And as we decide, like, typical vegetarian, it's not for us. Keto was not for us as well, and we just decide like we cannot stick with it, because it's actually not giving us any better idea of this what we would like to eat, or for me it was too much meat, as my husband was not suffering much on the meat diet, and he's still eating more meat, but he's a big boy, so that's what makes him strong, and that's what he feels like, his muscles recovering faster, and that's how it's supposed to be. But you won't know this all, not only from me and my own talks, but you will know much more from the books that are about the nutritions. And what I will recommend, a part of this book, because that's my favorite book, and I've got a few more about calculating the calories and calculating your activity levels, how much nutrition should be on the plate. So we've got like a plate that they spread in a tree, the fats, healthy fats, carbohydrates, and then proteins, and this is like how you're roughly supposed to keep this everything on your plate. But I think though is actually energy from this food that you need, you don't need that much. I don't know, I'm a person that will say like less is better than too much. I'm a person that doesn't like to overdo things, and I would rather leave it where they are than overdone them and think, oh, I could stop it in this moment. Because usually, for me at least, most of the problems are coming from me thinking that okay, it's okay, could be better. But then I was like, oh, got this brilliant idea, and then I'm touching it and it's overdone. And it happens sometimes even in my book, so I try to not come back there. Plus, I do appreciate and kind of people, authors, really knowledgeable people who put so much work in a good book. And Nancy Clark's Sports Nutrition Guidebook. I was thinking to read you actually the little description in the background, so you will know by yourself what is the book about. And I'm telling you, it's really approachable. Most of the stuff that you can hear somewhere, that you may have a little knowledge, because people going to school, so in a school they're talking to us really important things, and as some people listening in a school, then they will know much more than some other. I believe in my way of education of myself and being logical being logical and going with another people. If someone already did this, check this, make such a big effort with writing the book, then it must be real and must be working. So the description, to give you some more idea what I'm recommending to you, is there: boost your energy, reduce stress, lose body fat, build muscle, and improve your performance with the all-time best-selling Sports Nutrition Guide. Nancy Clark's Sports Nutrition Guidebook will help you make good choices in grocery stores, fast food drive-thrus, restaurants, and even your own kitchen. More than 65 recipes are included for healthy, full, mouth-watering meals that are quick and easy to prepare. The nation's leading sports nutritionist tells you how to get the maximum benefit from the foods you choose with customized eating plans. You will learn how to eat before games or tournaments and how to eat afterward for optional recovery. Clark covers current food, drink, and sports supplement options and explains which are best and why based on individual and their energy expenditure. She also gives advice on trendy diet alternatives like the Zone, Atkins, Thermogenetics, and Ultra Slim Fast. Nancy Clark's Sports Nutrition Guidebook is the preferred source of solid nutritional advice to fuel an active lifestyle, eat to feel great, achieve a desired weight, and be energized all day long. That's the whole description, and I think this is like giving you all information. 65 recipes. I seen one for the banana bread, if someone likes the banana bread. And this, as I'm thinking that I'm getting to the parents as well, with my knowledge as, mother that cares about her kids and about people, I would like to tell you, in this book, you will have so much information about some illnesses that can, lead to many health problems with the way how, for example, teenage girls or even young women or older women feeling bulimia, anorexia. This is all the true stories, how people just punish their body by feeling emotionally not support. This is nothing more than just punishing your body for it. And I've been there. I've been really trying to, when I was a teenager, I had a big massive problem because I was so much in a sport. As I said, I was unstoppable, but my nutrition's a part of this, what granny was giving to me, but I wouldn't feel good. I was in sport. I had to be slim. I had to be jumpy. I was so competitive that many times I didn't see how I'm exhausting myself. So from the way how I know what kind of person as I was as a child, I know you might thinking why I know myself so well. I don't know. I just been bored in my life, and I try to understand so many things. So I knew when I was throwing out and I was stressed, I was doing too many competitions. I was a swimmer, I was a runner. I've been everywhere. I didn't have a time for a proper meals. Even I need to say I've never had a problem because I always had a food in my life, and it's not like no one ever push on me or just like give it to me. I had a moments that I was eating quite a lot, but then because my stomach couldn't take it, I was just throwing this out, and I couldn't understand what is happening to me. And I think that was the moment actually that I understand that this is not only being anorexic, but this is like compulsive eating. Like I won't even take it emotionally, because as much as I remember, I've got a healthy way of eating. I will eat it, I won't feel guilty. If I will eat too much, I say, okay, I eat too much. Tomorrow, I just need to, eat less because I will feel heavy. I won't be that motivated. And always when my diet is going not in the bright side of the life, because, we all human, we all circling sometimes. No one is perfect. So I've never said I'm perfect. I've never came with this podcast to make everyone feel bad. No, I just want to make you feel real. No one is perfect, and it will never be. It will be boring. I think if I will do everything straight away how I supposed to do and feel like, okay, that's it, and will stay like this forever, it's going to be boring. But there are part of the life that being stable, having a house and having a stable family and having a right knowledge, I'm sure will give you more idea about the life. And you never know, maybe this podcast that I did today about the diets, about the nutritions more, about my own research, and I gave the super duper book, will give you the idea that it's cool to dig it. It's cool to make a mistake. Or what is the mistake? It's not like you're moving on a diet and you didn't stick with it, and this is like such a crime. This is not a crime. It's better to try than to not do anything and just sit and cry. So whatever idea you have and you feel like you want to change it, and you feel like you can plan it nicely and take it as a journey, and be excited, because you're gonna get there where you want. So if you struggle, for example, with snacking, the only thing is to do, you need to exchange it with something. So if you used to snack on the cookies, or reduce the portion, or forget about these cookies, like you wake up in the morning and say like, oh, that's it. I do sometimes, but I do prepare myself and sometimes make myself sick of eating cookies, because I have these moments like I'll be eating just the cookies, and that's why I'm baking. I start to bake the cakes again, the healthy cakes. And that's what I was talking in the beginning of my podcast. Like, I'm in this journey again. Even I've been through even this vegetarian and poor my husband meat eater, eating the vegetarian stuff, but I know sometimes it's really good to clean yourself and to take something really light for your body, especially if you don't have a time to recover and just you want to keep moving. Even if you start to do gym, it's really important for the girls to start to eat protein. So I know through pregnancy it was really difficult for me, as I never eat some stuff. I've never had the potatoes because I used to hate the potatoes. The story behind the potatoes, as we already in nutrition, I'm coming from Poland and every day are potatoes. Every day what you want to eat, even as a soup, there are potatoes in it, okay? You want to eat the meat with the salad, there are potatoes there. So for me, when I move out from my parents' house and start my own family journey and this whole process that I'm always talking about, I decided like I'm not gonna eat the potatoes. And I was happily not eating these potatoes for so long till I got pregnant with my son and my body decided to eat the potatoes. It was so funny with this potatoes obsession of my son in my belly that when we were going for the barbecue with my parents-in-law, my mom-in-law was bringing me cooked potatoes. I know how cute is this, right? I was like so much in these potatoes, like I was sick of these potatoes, and I said to my husband, I said, please, I know I should eat these potatoes, but I cannot look at these potatoes anymore. But that was another day and another potatoes. For 9 months, I was eating fish every day. It was so big obsession with the fish from my body. And I know we all pregnant women have like some weirdo stories. I do believe this different weird carvings, because I spoke with so many of my friends and they have the same weird stories. So a part of the fish that I was eating with my son, which I was happy because there's the omega-3 acids, then I was taking all my vitamins, and I need to say, like, my son is very, very healthy, but he's got a good genes as well, his dad is a very strong man, and is beyond, to be honest, my skills of being strong mentally, physically, and this is something that it just impressed me every day more and more. But that's how the nutrition's been for me, and I'm still not eating potatoes now. As my daughter, she loves the potatoes, mashed potatoes. This is something for her that she can eat all the time, and she loves this. But I don't know. I've never been a big fan of the of the potatoes. Probably some childhood trauma about the potatoes, but it's just really, really funny story. I know with my daughter, when I was pregnant, I was obsessed with strawberries. Everything I need to eat was strawberry. I remember once I was walking and looking for in the shop the strawberry kefir. It was like a sour milk kinda, and I know they had a strawberry one, and I was so excited to get it, and finally I managed. I found it in some weird shop, but I found it, I bought it, I came back home, I opened it and I closed it. It smells so disgusting that I couldn't drink it. And what was this all effort for? I have no idea. I have no idea why I was so I couldn't. I just put it to the toilet. I couldn't handle the smell. I think the smell of this kefir, the strawberry one, it was with me for so long. It was haunting me. I was like, never ever again. And never again I seen this this kefir as well. I think no, no, I couldn't handle it. But that was the weird moments in my pregnancy, to be honest. So the bacon, I was eating the bacon. I was going to college when I was pregnant with my son, as I was still studying. And this time, my personal trainer, and every time, I was 3 times a week there, I need to have a morning roll with bacon and plenty of the mayonnaise. But this is my favorite thing in the world, plus the egg, fried egg on it. I think just, I don't know, it's like so Scottish thing, because usually that's what we get in the vans, the food vans. But that's the thing that I think is the best morning thing to just put you in the right mood. Egg roll as well, delicious. Double, even better. So, my dear people, this is more like changing the habit. You see, I'm talking about the food. I'm gonna be hungry soon, so hope so I will make you hungry as well, and you will think about the nutritions in a bit different way, not just only eating what you like to eat, what is not very healthy for you. Remember, the water intake is really important, because it's a hydration. Being dehydrated is very, very dangerous. If your head starts to be sore, go get yourself a water, pure water. Just drink it a little bit, sip on it, go and sweat a bit. So if you will sweat a bit from it, you will have a little bit more to take. You know, that the best one, actually, what I heard is the kind of isotonic stuff. Especially I would recommend it for any people in a gym that they're seriously training 3 times a week. I would recommend any kind of this super duper hydration. I think you can buy them just like a powder, and they're just bringing all the salt and everything in the body, all the minerals that our body is running on, which is really important. And you will get all this information from the book that I have recommended to you. Plus you will understand a lot of how the carbs working, when they mostly need it, what even kind of exercises or sport, or just being a mother. Believe me, being a mother sometimes is like a running marathon, and it's no joke. I wouldn't say it like we women need to energize ourselves better. We should take care of our level of hydration, trying to stay on a positive mindset, meditate a lot. Milkshakes. I think for every mom, I would recommend any kind of milkshakes. I think for any kind of woman, because as we know, we like to eat on the go, but we do like to eat healthy. Do you know what? If you have a problem to make yourself to go on some kind of diet, you need to be very careful what you're thinking about, because making the man, your own husband, partner, to go on the diet and tell them like, listen, you know, it will be better if you will eat and that one and take these vitamins and drink more water, you know, maybe you will move a little bit more, or, you know, get some massage. I think what I would like to promote in my podcast, I would like to promote taking a person to change your habit. I think together is much easier, and if it's a good plan and you have a few people, for example, whole your family, why not? Trying to change the habits, and when people will see that actually doesn't stress you but make you happy, there's totally different story behind this. You will see like you will enjoy this, because mother is a core, as I always say. I'm a woman, I'm a mother is a core, so I know how important for us is all the research and all the education, because we do grow kids that they need to not only have a mother and a backup, but they need to have the knowledge that will be really important in them future, in them life, and whatever they will choose to be. You never know. Maybe you will create a little dietitian, or another personal trainer, or I don't know, the child who will discover totally new way of approaching fitness. I don't know, maybe some new exercise. I'm so happy for all people that they're out there and they're showing another people what they've been through and how they can work on themselves to skip this black hole. So that's why I'm coming here to you with my knowledge, with my recommendations, with balancing not only your mindset but your diet. Remember, not always white bread is good, but if you don't like the brown one, you still can find the middle one. You still can make things more approachable for your body and still going with this what you like, that you won't see that is a big change, which I will recommend a good idea for this all. That's what I will recommend. A part of the books about a part of my own experience with changing the habits and nutritions, I will recommend to you to sit down and think about your own idea. It's like making a bit of the plan for a life. I don't know, plan how to get somewhere, plan for a trip, roughly plan how to grow your kids, because we always need to have some core. That's what I think. It will be much easier to take from everyone knowledge what they like to eat. If you're the person that likes to cook or gets the food, or how whatever your kitchen works and nutrition's in the house, I think is important. Plus this reduce the waste in the house with the food. We don't have to throw anything out knowing cannot blame someone doesn't like it. It's your responsibility to know as a parent, as an adult person, that someone doesn't like it. But slowly moving, healthy, even carrots. I do sometimes exchange the spaghetti bolognese, the pasta with beef and the tomato sauce. I do replace the beef with the grated carrots. So I do exactly the same what I will usually do with spaghetti, but I will do just the grated carrots. So I will peel the carrots, I will grate them, and I will put them on a frying pan with onions, with garlic, with tomato sauce, and then I will put just the butter to melt it in there, and then a little butter I will drop to the pasta, and that basically that's all. How easy is this? And it tastes exactly the same, but it tastes like a bit sweet. It's like sweet. I think carrots are quite a nice vegetable that you can work, and mind, it's a lot of vitamin A there, which is really good for the eyes. And my parents always said it's good for the night vision. Is it good for the night vision? Oh, if we're talking straight away about the night, yesterday I had watched a new movie. It's called The Night, and it's from Iran, and it's the best movie that I watched in whole. I mean, I know it's just the Tuesday, right? But the ranking starts on last Monday, so it's basically from this week. I would say this is the best movie, and I would recommend it to all people that they want to see how holding the true and not talk about the true, how is holding another person, and how psychologically change the people. And oh my god, it's amazing. you need to watch it. I will put it there, I think, down in the description as usual, and this all my informations. And today, a part of nutrition book that I gave it to you, and I hope so you will really find it, read this, and get some super duper knowledge that you can start with, or you can, maybe you have much more information, but this is always like nice to have extra support, to not have to think around, overthink and overdo. You also have my own experience with diets, many informations, that I will come back more with the part 2, more about the nutrition, because this is not everything what I want to say to you, because I really want to give you the information from my research about pregnancy and how this all vitamins that I was talking about are important due to the pregnancy. So if you're a future mother, or even as you're another pregnancy, or you want to get pregnant, I think this information will be really important for you. Check out for a part 2. And today I would like to dedicate the song. As usual, it's my podcast, and I like to finish the podcast with really nice song, not only nice movie but also with a nice book. Today I would like to finish my podcast with totally new founding. The song is Castle in the Snow, and the responsible artist for it is the Avener and Kadebostani. And I hope so I read this fine. I'm sorry, people, if I read this really bad. Yes, I'm sorry, but this is my best pronunciation. I hope so you will get it. That was Reverse Your Mindset with Coach P. Thank you so much for today. Bye!